Hi cuties! I hope you guys are doing so well. Today, I'm going to be trying nail polish stamping for the first time ever. So Maniology reached out to me. They're a company that is like all about nail stamping. They make the cutest stamping plates. Asked me if I wanted to try using their stamping supplies, and I was like, I've never done stamping before, but I would love to try it. And they were kind enough to send me some starter supplies and also give me a code for you guys to save money on your orders in case you end up wanting to buy stuff from them as well. With all that being said, let's get into nail stamping, shall we? So I actually already opened the package from Maniology on my last vlog because I wanted to like take a stock of everything I had and kind of get ideas stirring in my brain for what I want to do for this video. If you want to see like the full unboxing, you can go check out the end of my vlog, but I'm just gonna do a quick run through of everything that they sent me. So first we've got the two stamping plates, and I got to pick these ones out myself. So first I picked this really cute Y2K vibes one. I think I'm definitely mostly going to be using this one today because I want to create a super kawaii set. And then I also could not resist picking one that was a little bit more spooky, and this one is so pretty. Oh my goodness. It's kind of hard to see because of the glare, but like look at these spider webs with like sparkles and drops, and oh my holy goodness. I'm going to get so much use out of these. I already know it, and I feel like it's just gonna make doing simple things like repeating hearts and spider webs so much easier. So I've also got the Maniology nail stamping starter kit, which just comes with a little stamping block, which is like a jelly stamper. The nail stamping duo, which I'm pretty sure is just the base coat and a white polish, and it's not a gel, it's just a nail polish, but I think it's a little bit special in that it's like specifically for stamping. So obviously I'm not a stamping expert. This is literally the first ever time I am stamping, so take everything I say at this moment with a grain of salt, but I think that it has maybe a little bit of a different consistency than a regular nail polish, but I think that you might be able to even use regular nail polish to do stamping as well. And we've got the starter kit stamping guide, which I will definitely be looking at to figure out how to do this. And if I really can't figure it out, I'm going to scan this QR code to watch some of their videos. And then also in the starter kit, it comes with a stamping plate, which also I think this is a really cool basic one because I feel like these abstract swirly designs are something that's quite popular. And I'm not sure if you buy the starter kit, if it's going to come with the exact same stamping plate, or if you can like choose the stamping plate that the starter kit comes with. I didn't pick out the starter kit myself, so yeah. And then lastly in the starter kit, we have this little acrylic card. I think I know what the use for it is, but we'll get to that when we actually start stamping. I'm just gonna keep everything in this little box for now. Next, I think this is just the base coat. Yep. It's a sticky base coat. And then we have this little grabber tool, which someone told me in the comments of my vlog that this is usually used to pick up little like sponges, like the square sponges, to help you do ombres on your nails. So I'm not quite sure the use for it in stamping, but nevertheless, it's very cute, and I'm sure I will find use for it somehow in the future. Next, we have this nice precision brush, which I think I'll end up using this mostly for like cleaning up the edges of my stamping and just like cleaning up the design a bit, because I don't think I'm actually going to be like painting anything with the polish, since really the point of stamping is that you don't have to paint it yourself. Very cute. And then lastly, they let me pick out a full set of stamping polish, and I picked this really pretty set of metallic ones. Probably I should have just picked out like a regular set of rainbow ones so that I had like a nice set of different colors, but I just cannot resist shiny things, so here we are. Oh my goodness. So pretty. Okay, I'm not gonna like swatch these because they're not gel and I don't really want to swatch them. But I'm going to show you what each of them look like. So, oh, it says swatch me. Should I swatch it? Nah, maybe another day. Ooh, so pretty. It definitely smells like nail polish. I like the smell of nail polish. It reminds me of when I was little and I would steal my mom's nail polish and paint my toes. Okay, and then there's like this orangey, almost like hot pink red one. Also, I think you're supposed to shake them because I can hear the little bead in there. You hear that? I think there's a little metal bead in there that helps mix up the glitters or like the shimmers. So pretty. My goodness. Also, funny story about those little metal BBs or whatever you call them that are in there. My mom told me that one time when she was younger, she was shaking a nail polish bottle so hard that it came flying out. So yeah, these bottles feel very thick, so I don't think that would happen, but yeah, careful. That's so pretty. Ooh, very nice green one. And finally, of course, a pink one. That is so pretty. Oh my goodness. We're definitely going to be getting a lot of use out of the pink ones and blue ones today. Just saying. I am so excited to finally try stamping for the first time. Oh, I feel like I picked out such pretty stamping plates. Of course, I will have these exact ones linked down below in the description box, just in case you decide that you want to try them out for yourself. But let's actually go and see if they work as well as how cute they look. Does that make sense? I don't know. But let's just go try doing some stamping like right now. Okay, so I decided that we're actually going to start by practicing on some like just practice nails. So I got 4 practice nails out and painted 2 of them black and 2 of them white. Obviously, you can see that. Let's just start stamping, shall we? Let's just do this. Okay, we're gonna start with the black one, stamping with the white polish. So I didn't wipe the sticky layer off of this or anything. So I'm gonna start by applying the sticky base coat that they sent. Although I read the directions that came in the starter kit and it didn't say anything about a base coat, but I'm assuming that this will just make it a little bit easier to transfer the design on. Just gonna put a layer of that over the whole thing. Nice. And then that is going to dry while we get our stamp ready. And I think I need to try one of these spiderweb ones, even though it might be a little harder than the other ones. I just really want to try spiderweb one. I think there's a film over this. Definitely is. I got it. Ready for satisfaction. Oh my god. Whoa. Am I supposed to put this back on afterwards? I don't think so. I'm not going to. So pretty. Oh my goodness. Holy goodness. Holy goodness. Okay. I really want to do this one because it's so cute with the little sparkles. I can't get over it. What? I can't get over it. So actually I'm just gonna like spray it to like clean it off a little bit. Make sure that it's nice and clean. I don't want any dusty crusties to interfere with our design, if you know what I mean. Okay, so once that is all dry, the directions said that we're gonna have to work fast, so I'm scared. Okay, I'm gonna open up my jelly stamper to get it ready. Nice. Did I like actually already lose that little card? Where did the little card go? Why am I like this? Oh my god, I already lost a little acrylic card. I found it. It was on the floor. Okay. At least it was still in the packaging, so it didn't get dirty. Okay, so this should be really simple. Also, this little thing. Okay, wait, can I just... Okay, perfect. So I think all we do is... Oh, shit. Also, I just noticed that the black started to wrinkle on here, but we're still going to use it because this is just a practice nail. This is just the first stamping I'm ever doing, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to, like, cover that with the white... Get the card, scrape it like that, and get our stamp. Press it like that, and then... Oh, that was almost perfect. Almost perfect. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. This time I'm not gonna put the sticky base coat. I'm just gonna use the sticky layer that's already on the gel. So let me just clean this off. Okay, it's all clean now. Let's try this again. I think I need to use a little bit more of the white polish this time. And the instructions do say to work fast. I probably already said that before. No, I'm just like not able to grab it off of the plate completely. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The first time was low-key better. Also, I think it's because there's kind of some gunk stuck in there from the last time that I did it. So, 1 second. I figured it out, and I think the reason that I was having a hard time before is because it turns out that you need to use 100% acetone to clean off the stamper in between every single stamp. And you also need to clean off your jelly stamper in between every single stamp, but not using acetone because acetone will ruin it. In the video that I watched, they said that you could use like Scotch tape to clean it off. But what I ended up doing is just using like a little sticker, and I'll show you how I do that in a second because I have like so many of these stickers. Like I have like 3 more times or like 4 more times this. So yeah. Anyway, and I'm too lazy to go get Scotch tape. So this has been drying for at least like 2 minutes. So I think I'm gonna try to put a glossy gel top coat over it. Although the instructions in the manual say to use like their no smudge top coat, which I'm assuming is just like a nail polish top coat. But I like me a shiny gel top coat. So let's see if this will work fine without smudging it. Wow, that actually worked so well. That's so pretty. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so much use out of this. Okay, I'm gonna cure that. I'm gonna cure it. Okay, while that one's curing, let's start on one of these white ones. And I want to use this cute plate now. So nice, so nice. Okay. So I want to just try, the heart one right off the bat because I know I'm going to end up using that one. And I'm going to use the pink metallic polish. So this one doesn't need to be cleaned off because I haven't used it yet. And I did already clean off my scraper tool from before. So let's do this. I think another thing that I need to do better is use quite a bit of polish. So just like a lot of polish and also work fast. So apply it to like half of it and then use the scraper and scrape it and then pick it up. No! Why it didn't work? What the heck? Weird. Okay, well, let's just clean it off. And we'll try again. So using 100% acetone, just gonna clean it up and also our scraper as well. And then to clean the jelly stamper, you just want to use like tape or something like a sticky sticker or something. I'm just gonna use this little sticker because that's what I've got handy. And you kind of want to wait for it to dry, I think, but you can just clean it off like so. All clean. Don't know what I did wrong that time. Okay, you know what? Let me try. Oh, I can't really try with the white one because it's a white background. I was gonna say we could try with the white polish and see if the polish is the problem, but I think I'm just gonna try to shake this up a little bit more. And then maybe I like used too much or something. Let's try this again. Oh, still no. What the heck? Weird. Okay. I'm gonna clean this up really quick and then I'm gonna try with the white to see if the polish is the problem. Okay, I've got everything cleaned up, so I'm actually just going to try to pick up the design with the white polish this time because I know I was able to be successful with the white when I did the spider web, so I wanna see if like this metallic polish is just a little harder to do it with. No. What? Okay, it's obviously just this particular design that's a little tricky. So let me try a different one. And we'll come back to this one. Okay, well, let's go back to the pink metallic polish and let's just try this cloud one maybe. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. No, I don't understand. Okay, well, let's try it with the white one. Maybe it's like the angle that I'm like scraping it at or something. Like stamping definitely has a learning curve, so I decided to do my first ever attempts on camera for you guys so that you can like see my learning curve that I have so that I don't just like come on here and do it perfectly and then you try and you like feel bad that you don't get it right the first time because obviously it's not realistic to get it right the first time. Okay, I think I'm just gonna use a lot this time. And then I'm gonna try to scrape it straight up. And then... No. Oh, I think that would have been good, except I messed it up. Also, my stamper feels sticky. Maybe there's something wrong with my stamper. This is hard. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do what I did last time. I'm not gonna make you watch all of my failed attempts on camera. I'm gonna be back when I finally get one of the designs on this white nail. And then we can do the second one together. How about that? Okay. I finally was kind of able to do it, and I think I figured out what I was doing wrong. They said in the instructions that you have to move fast when you're doing this, but I honestly did not realize like how fast you needed to move. So I think it was because I was taking too long between like scraping and stamping to actually like stamp, and by the time I stamped, like the polish was already like partly dry, so it just was not picking up. There's that. Pretty cute. I'm just gonna leave it to the side. And now I want to go back to this heart design because I'm determined to do it. So we'll do it on our next white one. I'm gonna use the metallic blue this time, and we are going to move fast, like real quick. Deep breath. Okay. Also, I'm gonna try to get a lot so it doesn't dry really fast, but we're gonna go fast. Okay. Polish. Scrape. Stamp. I got it! Oh my god. Okay. Stamp. Yo! I did it! Oh my god. It's obviously not perfect. Definitely need some practice, but we've got it. I think we can move on to doing my actual nails now, since I've sort of got an idea of what I'm doing now with it. So let's go do my own nails, shall we? Okay, so I went ahead and just like lightly filed off that top coat that was on top of my rubber base gel. And now I'm gonna size out my tips. So I'm gonna be using these medium round ones. For a really long time, I did not use any like medium or short nails, but now I'm kind of getting more into doing like short and medium nails, especially because one, I need to give my nails a break because they started to lift, and two, because I kind of want to start playing Minecraft, and I know that I'm not going to be able to play Minecraft with extra long nails all the time, which is probably going to be sad, but I think that we can make some really cute short ones. And then also because these stamping plates, obviously like the stamps aren't meant for extra long nails. Like I'm sure you could kind of double up on them and make them work, but I'm just going to use them on these medium ones, and I think they should be fine because I think they're really more made for just like your natural extended nail or like medium to short nails. Okay, so the inside of all of these have been chemically etched with my primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them on with my Beetles nail glue gel, which has been my favorite as of lately. Don't forget to check the description box if you guys like want the links to any of the products, because usually they are all in the description box. Sometimes I do forget and you guys will ask me in the comments, which is great because I do forget. I have a squirrel brain, but other times people ask me and it's like, sometimes it's like the first thing on the list in the description box. I don't mind because like more comments, more engagement on my videos. Like, don't worry, I'm not mad at you. But just to save you some time, check my description box. Okay, so I gave those a full 60-second cure, but before we go in and do the cleanup filing, I'm just going to put a little bit of this acid-free primer on the underneath of each of these nails, just to quickly chemically etch the underside. And then now that they are nice and primed, I'm just gonna apply a quick little top coat underneath all of them. That way they stay nice and clean. If your nails tend to get kind of like dusty underneath and like sticky and stuff, and they're like hard to clean the underneath of them, I would definitely recommend putting a top coat underneath them, just like right after you apply them. And before I cure them, I just like taking my little mini Q-tip and some alcohol and going around all of my skin just to make sure that I remove any little specks of gel that might have gotten on my skin before I cure. And now I'm just gonna do a quick cleanup with my cuticle bit around the cuticles. And now I'm just gonna take my wooden file and I'm gonna clean up the free edge a little bit. I also want to say the middle nail might look like gel is touching my skin underneath, but I did clean it up before fully curing it to make sure none of the gel was like actually curing on my skin on that lifted nail. So just in case you were wondering, just in case you were worried, don't worry. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is just buff all of them really quick. So I know I've done like a lot of Kuromi sets at this point, and I was honestly planning on doing a Hello Kitty set, but I really want a reason to use the spiderweb stamps because they're so cute and I love them so much. Like, I just love spiderwebs so much. I find them so magical. All those spiders scare me a lot. I want to use the spiderweb stamps, and I feel like Kuromi is a much more appropriate theme to use them. So we're doing a Kuromi theme. So I'm gonna do a Kuromi themed set. So these are like the charms that I picked out that I want to use, and I'm gonna be kind of basing the set around these. So just to like give you guys an idea. So before we get into doing any of the stamping, I'm going to start by putting the base colors down on all of these. But first I'm going to spray them with isopropyl alcohol and scrub them really quick to make sure that there's no more dust on them. And then usually when the isopropyl alcohol dries, it leaves behind little white marks. So what I like to do is just go in with my acid-free primer on all of them really quick. So the first thing I want to do is I want to do 2 milky white nails with like a purple aura on them. And when I asked you which milky white you guys like, multiple of you said that you just mix white with a top coat. So that's what I'm gonna do for now, at least, until I find one that I really like. I would definitely prefer to have just like a specific milky white because I'm like lazy to do this every time. But for now, this will work perfectly. And it is quite smart because then you can make it like as white or clear as you'd like just by adjusting the amount of white that you actually add to it. So I want this to be pretty opaque, so I'm gonna add quite a bit of white, although you literally cannot even see anything on there. And I'm gonna mix that up. And now we've got a nice custom milky white. Would you look at that? And now I'm just gonna apply that to both my thumb and my ring finger. Okay, that worked pretty well, but I kind of feel like it's a little bit streaky and it was really hard to not get a bunch of bubbles in it. I am just gonna put another quick coat on both of those really quick because I want it to be a little bit more opaque. Okay, that looks much better, I think. So now I'm just gonna add a quick matte top coat to each of them because I'm going to be using purple eyeshadow to create the aura effect. Using an airbrush might be a little easier, but I don't have airbrush pigments and I don't really want to mix my gel with acetone because I don't want to breathe in acetone and gel particles. That sounds dangerous. And I have to keep my window closed today because the AC is on, so yeah, it would make me uncomfortable to be spraying toxic particles into the air while I have to have my window closed. Epic. So those milky white nails are all matte now, and I'm gonna be using this like pigment powder brush. I find that the pigment powder brushes like this are actually easier to create the aura effect than actual little eyeshadow brush, but I think you could use either of them. So if you don't have a brush that looks like this, although I will link one down below if I don't forget, then you could totally just use like any eyeshadow brush that you have. And I'm gonna be using the purple from this palette, this one right here, because it's like such a nice like kind of muted purple, and I prefer that more than like a pinky purple, especially for Kuromi. So I always like to make sure to tap off a lot of the excess, and then you kind of just like pat down until you are satisfied with the effect. And I don't really like that, so I'm gonna try again. It low-key usually takes me more than one try to get it to where I like it. It's definitely not perfect, but I think I'm going, oh my god, I cannot speak today. I think that I'm gonna go with it. So I'm just gonna give it a quick top coat, and I'm actually gonna top coat it with this top coat that I have that is a wipe top coat, because I want there to be a sticky layer for when we do the stamping. And then I'm gonna try my best to do the exact same thing on my ring finger as well. Those turned out so good, I think. They look so soft, and that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, now, I feel like I've been doing a lot of talking. My voice is kind of scratchy. I'm sorry if that translates and it's annoying. Anyway, for the next 3 nails, I have pulled out a couple of gels. First of all, I want to use this black one definitely on one of these. I've used this one in multiple sets. You can't even see it, but a sparkly black one, and it's so pretty. So we're definitely using this one. I actually think I'm just going to go right in and put it on my middle now. We're just going to go for it. We're going for it. I'm going to try not to think way too much about this set. This is a freestyle set, by the way, so I didn't draw it out. You know what? If I don't tell you guys that I drew it out and show you my like drawing plan, just assume from now on that it's a freestyle set. And then actually before I cure that one, I think I'm also just gonna put a layer of this jelly purple one. Oh, I love this jelly purple one so much. I'm just gonna put it on my last remaining nails, which is my pointer finger and my pinky. And I gave that a full 60-second cure. So now I'm actually just going to apply a second coat to all of those, because these are really pretty, like super sheer, but I want them to be a little darker. Okay, and then before we get into the stamping, actually, I'm just gonna put a top coat on this black glittery one, because since there's glitters in it, it's looking a little lumpy, and I feel like the lumpiness is definitely gonna make stamping harder. So I'm just gonna put a top coat on to hopefully even things out. All right, time to get into the stamping. I think I'm just gonna be keeping my like main stamping supplies in this box for now, at least until my collection grows a little bit. In addition to the white polish, I'm definitely going to be using the pink and the purple. And then I also took out to the sticky base coat, because since I did put a top coat on all of them, and I wiped off the top coat with isopropyl alcohol, because I did end up going downstairs to make myself an Earl Grey tea latte, which I will definitely show you guys how I make these in my next vlog, because they're so delicious. It was really funny because while I was getting my tea and waiting for it to steep and such, I was checking the comments of the video that I posted today, which was my vlog, and it was so funny because like within the past 5 minutes, 2 of you guys commented giving me like super great advice on how to stamp, which is amazing because I'm about to start stamping right now and that advice will definitely come in handy. So thank you to those of you. Anyway, let's start stamping, shall we? I don't know if I should put a sticky base coat on it. The first time I tried with the sticky base coat, it didn't exactly work very well, but that probably wasn't because of the sticky base coat. It's probably because it was my like first time ever stamping. So I'm actually just going to apply the base coat. I think I'm gonna try to do the repeating heart one again. We're gonna have to move fast. I think I'm gonna use the purple, and let me just make sure it's nice and clean with some acetone, and then we're gonna have to move fast. One of you guys told me not to press down too hard with the stamper, so I'm gonna take that and keep it in mind. So ready, set, I feel like this is erased. Go. Oh, I got it. Okay. Oh, okay, you didn't even see me stamp it because I forgot to adjust my camera focus, but I think that actually turned out so cute. Even though it's like not centered, I feel like it's actually really cute like that. It's definitely not perfect, but I'm gonna leave it. And I'm gonna use this angled brush to clean up my skin with some acetone. It's okay to get this stuff on your skin because it's not gel. It's just like a nail polish. So yeah, I just want to clean it up to make it look a little cleaner. Part of me wants to try to use a brush to like patch up some of those spots. I think I should. Why not just try? Why not just try? I'm gonna just take some of the excess polish. I'm just gonna try to patch it up like a tiny bit just to make it like not look so obvious that I messed up a little bit. Cute. Definitely not perfect, but I think that actually turned out so good for like my first time actually being on my nail, and that looks so cute. And it definitely took a lot less time than if I had like actually tried to draw it out that perfectly with a liner brush. So that's amazing. I absolutely love that. I'm going to be getting so much use out of this heart one. I already know it. So now I'm just going to clean up everything with acetone and be very careful not to let the acetone touch the stamp that I already did on my nail. And you guys actually told me that this grabber thing, it's usually used with like to pick up little sponges and do like an ombre design, but what you can also use it for is like you can use it to grab your cotton and clean up your stamp with acetone instead of using your actual fingers, because if you get acetone on the stamp that you already did, oh, I just touched it. Oh, but it's already dry. If you get acetone on the stamp you already did, it's going to ruin it. So yeah, we just have this cute little grabber to help us clean up our palette, or not our palette, our stamp. Lol. Oh, so easy. Wow. That's so nice and convenient. And I'm also going to clean off the stamper. Oh, I'm so excited because that turned out so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to do more. I think on this purple nail, I'm going to try to use the pink. And I really like these little cherries, but I feel like it's going to be really hard to get them on there alone. Also, this little like moth is so cute. So actually, I think I'm going to, you know what? No, I think I'm going to do a few of like these designs over here, because I know if I do the moth, I'm going to end up covering it with like a charm, and then I'm going to be sad that I went through all the effort of doing the moth. Let's just do like a chunk of the cute little things right here. I love when the palette looks so nice and clean and shiny. It's so satisfying. My goodness. Okay, that's right. I need to clean off my stamper, and I'm going to use my sticker. Eventually, maybe I'll get like a lint roller to do this, or I will be not lazy and not forgetful and I'll actually bring my Scotch tape up. And also, where are these fruit flies coming from? What the heck? If you see the fruit fly, just ignore him. He's gonna drive me crazy. And let's get ready to stamp. Oh, I almost forgot. Sticky base coat. Because the sticky base coat worked really well last time. Now we'll just let that dry. I think I'm gonna try my best to do it at like sort of like this angle because I want to get like the cherries, the butterfly, and like the stars. Ready, steady, go. No, I think I kind of overestimated how big my nail is actually, because kind of hard to see that, but I'd say that it's kind of there. So I think we'll leave it for now. We'll leave it for now. I'll just try to clean up around the sides a little bit. Oh my goodness. Yay, I'm so excited to do the black one because I can use the spider web with my white. I don't know why, I just like love this stamping palette so much. It's so freaking pretty. I am obsessed. Also, just know that for like the rest of the stamping, I'm just gonna be cleaning off my plates and all my tools in between every stamp, but I'm not gonna do it on camera every single time because that would just be a lot. So I've got everything cleaned, and I'm gonna use this one again because I just love the little sparkles in it. Oh my god, I wish you got to see that. I wish I didn't forget to focus my camera because that turned out so good. Oh my god, I wish I had done it a little bit closer to this side so it wasn't hanging off over here, but I'll just like go in and add tiny white lines or something. It's not a big deal. You can't even tell when you look at it like this. That just looks so good. Oh my god, that looks so good. I'm so excited about that one. Hey, that's so good. So I cleaned all of my stuff, and this could probably go terribly poorly, terribly bad. I don't know. But I just feel like that gap on the side is going to bug me. I just know it will. So I'm actually going to try to just get a little bit of the part of the spider web over here and then kind of just like add it to the side of my nail over there so that maybe I won't be able to tell as much. It could ruin everything, but let's see. Okay, I think that actually worked perfectly. Like, it's not very clean at all, but when I look at it, it's like hard to tell that, you know, I messed up. I just gotta clean off my finger now, and I think that's perfect. Yay! It's just like the little things like that if I leave them, I know that I will end up just like being so frustrated with the entire set completely, and then I'll wanna like remove them the next day. Might as well just spend like an extra 2 minutes fixing it so that I don't remove like 7 hours worth of work the next day. This little grabber thing is actually such a nice little tool to have. It makes it so convenient because really you don't want to get any acetone on your like stamp after it's on your nail because it will ruin it like instantly. So I would like definitely recommend, if you're doing both hands and not just one like I am, top coat the first set of stamps first before you move on to like doing the next hand of stamps. That's just what I would do. And I would top coat them specifically with a gel top coat because acetone does break down gel, but it's not going to break it down as instantly as nail polish or like this stamping polish. So for the next one, I'm gonna use the purple shimmery one again. I can't decide if I want to use these like melty smiley faces or if I want to use these flowers. I think that flower is so cute. I think I'm gonna go with this flower with the smiley face. Definitely. Oh my god, that's so cute. Yes, by a miracle, I actually remembered to focus on my nail before I stamped. Just cleaning up the edges. Okay, so for the very last nail, which is this jelly dark purple one, I think I'm gonna use this stamp. It's so freaking pretty. It's like webs and dragonflies and moths and just beautifulness, gorgeousness. So I'm gonna do this stamp, and I'm gonna do it in white. And it's the last one, so let's make it good, hopefully. I also just realized that I didn't use the sticky base coat on these two. They turned out really well. So I feel like the sticky base coat didn't make too much of a difference, just in my experience. So I'm gonna do the last one without the sticky base coat and see if it turns out just as well. Okay, I think that one turned out really good. There is a lot going on in that design. So I feel like from far away, the design, like the moths and the webs and everything kind of just get like lost in the sauce. But I think it's really cute and I absolutely love these two stamping plates together. Like who would have known Y2K and like webby, spooky, witchy vibes? I feel like that's exactly what Kuromi is, so I feel like this is perfect. So before I get everything completely cleaned up, I'm actually gonna put a base gel over all of these because I do want to go in with my charms next. I don't want to risk them popping off because they're on top of top coat. In my experience, sometimes the top coat works really well with the rhinestone glue gel, sometimes it doesn't, and everything just starts peeling. So I'm just gonna take the safe route and use some base gel to seal in these stamps. I'm sad. Okay, so kind of bad news. For some reason, the base coat was having a really hard time leveling out nicely over the stamps. So what ended up happening is it created like these little pockets where there was no base coat. And when I went to wipe everything off with alcohol, it wiped off some of the spider web, which is so sad because that was literally my favorite stamp. Oh well, I think I have an idea to fix it. I think I'm just gonna create a little cluster of gems right there, and I think it will make me a little less sad. So let's just do that. Hopefully we can save it. Okay, so I don't think it necessarily looks bad. Definitely not really what I was going for in the beginning. And you can definitely still tell that the design got messed up. And I'm actually kind of tempted to just fix it with a little bit of gel polish real quick because I know it's gonna bother me like forever. Okay, if you don't look at it too up close, it looks fine, right? We're just gonna move on. We're gonna move on. I'm just gonna put on the rest of the charms now, and then we will be done. We will be done. Actually, just kidding, we won't be done because we have to put on a top coat. And I'm just going back and forth between LGN Pro Bling It gel and my solid clear nail glue gel to put on my charms, just depending on how big they are. If they're really big, I use my solid glue gel. Okay, now the last thing to do is put my glossy top coat on. And just as usual, I'm gonna top coat everything except the gems and rhinestones. Just because if you top coat them, they're gonna lose the facets, which give them the super sparkliness. I may have gone a little crazy with the charms, but like, whose nails would it be if I didn't go crazy with the charms? It wouldn't be mine, I can tell you that much. I think that if I get it in my head that I'm going to be putting charms on, like I put charms on, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I put a lot of charms on and they might have like overshadowed the stamping art a little bit, but I think that the stamping art still adds a lot. Like it definitely wouldn't look as cute without it, especially on like the thumb and the ring finger on those white ones, and the black one with the white spider web. Even though it got a little messed up, I think I was able to save it with the gel polish. We're just gonna pretend that nothing happened. I am definitely just gonna put some of this Burt's Bees hand salve on because like all of the acetone and alcohol, my hands feel so dry right now. You know, like that feeling when your hands get like so dry that you just like want to scratch your skin off? Yeah, that's what it feels like right now. Ah, yes. That feels so much better. I think that these nails are slowly growing on me more and more as I look at them. At first I thought that they were a little too much, but I think I actually really like them now. And I really enjoyed stamping for the first time. It's something that I will definitely be using in more of my sets in the future. I do wish that they had some sort of stamping plate for like extra long nails for whenever I do decide to do more long nails. I will just use the stamps whenever I decide to do short or medium nails. But yeah, they definitely have a learning curve, but hopefully I will just continue to get better at them with practice. That's all we can hope for. Anyway, cuties, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely smash that thumbs up button. It helps me out a lot, and I really do appreciate it, you guys. I love you all so very much. I hope that you are having the most amazing day, night, week, life. Sleep well if you're going to sleep, cutie, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye. Mwah.